Hello, fellow fantasy sports fans. Welcome to MFSN's Divisional Preview Show. Today we're doing the NL West. I'm Dr. Dan Ratner, and I'm here with Casey Vlad to the Bone Scheinvold and Ross the Boss.
Hey, everybody, I'm Ross the Boss, and I can throw the ball and catch it and talk at the same time. And I'm going to talk baseball with you, cowboy.
Well, Ross, that was impressive. You weren't even nervous there. Really impressive.
I would have been more impressed were you chewing gum also, but that would have garbled the next
He was, but he swallowed it accidentally. Okay, I'm going to start the NL West this time because I haven't gotten to start anyone in the NL.
That'd be great.
At the top is the Dodgers. They're paying $3 billion in payroll. I don't know what it is, but it's insane. You know, the rich just keep getting richer. They're like, oh, we're already the highest paid team in baseball. Let's pay Freddie Freeman. I mean, he's worth it. But come on. They're clearly at the top. Their pitching is so good. It's just absurd. I have the Padres next. Now, Fernando Tatis is out. He's out for 3 months. It's going to be tough on them. But the thing I like about them is I think this is the team that's kind of the opposite of some other teams I've talked about. I think they're going to progress, not regress. I think there's some pitchers like Blake Snell and Mike Clevenger who I think are going to come back strong. And I think when Tatis comes back, they're going to be in the hunt, and I think they're going to get it done. The Dodgers are going to take the division pretty easily. The Padres are going to finish second. Another regression candidate team is the Giants. I don't exactly know how the Giants did what they did last year. And, you know, I said I'm an organizational guy, and they have been such a quality organization, so it is kind of weird that that's the organization I'm seeing is just not quite getting it done. I just don't think they quite have the talent here. The Rockies, they never have the pitching. They never, ever have the pitching. They still don't have the pitching. I do have them finishing fourth. I could easily see them finishing fifth, though, if the Diamondbacks can get their acts together at all. But I think those could be flip-flopped. I have the Diamondbacks last. Casey, let's go to you for the NL West.
You know, I want to sit here and tell you that I think the Dodgers are not going to win the West, but I just can't. They have an all-star literally at every position. It's insane. And so unless the injury bug bites them pretty hard, I don't love their pitching the way you do. If Trevor Bauer comes back, that's a big if and a big moral reason there's a moral reason I can't really root for him to come back. I don't think their starting pitching is as strong after their top two. Kershaw is a risk, age and health-wise. Gonsolin, they're relying on. Andrew Heaney, they're relying on. Those are guys I don't love, but they're so deep everywhere else.
Wait, hold on, Casey. I just want to remind you, they're going to trade for somebody.
Well, yeah, but
just factor it in.
Yet. They haven't
just
yet.
Factor it in.
And I love San Diego's pitching. I think their starting rotation is arguably the best top to bottom in baseball. And if they all deliver, if they all pitch what they're to their potential, because I think Blake Snell is due for a huge bounce back. I think Darvish is going to be a lot better. Clevenger is going to figure it out, and we know how good he is. And then they have, God, I'm blanking on his name, the prospect who's finally figured it out in the minors. Who am I thinking of? Mackenzie Gore. And he's going to be a midseason shot, a bolt of lightning for them. I think they could surprise and make it a run for the top of the division, but I think the Dodgers are too deep. I actually don't mind Colorado that much. I have them finishing third, actually. I actually don't mind their pitching. I think Freeland and Marquez can at least keep them in games, and I like their young offense a little bit. I like, Brendan Rodgers and some of the guys they got there. They signed for Randall Grichuk. I think that's going to be a surprise. Connor Joe is actually a much better player. Charlie Blackmon, I feel like everybody counts him out every year, and all he does is deliver all-star numbers, even when he's old and doesn't seem to be relevant anymore. So I think they could surprise. I do see regression from the Giants. I'm with you. I look at them, unfortunately, similar to the Rays. If you remember the episode on the AL East, you guys railed on me because I didn't have the Rays making the playoffs. Well, I don't have the Giants making the playoffs either. And then the Arizona Diamondbacks are my last place team. They're the Pirates of the West. I don't know what else to say. They just always seem to sell their best players. So that's how I have it going 1 through 4.
All right, so you've got the Pirates of the Caribbean and the Pirates of the West. And now we're going to go to Ross. What did we get wrong?
Well, we got a few things wrong. I agree with both you guys with the Dodgers. It's hard to go against them. I mean, they just get better and better. They did lose Jansen, their closer, but closers are a dime a dozen. You know what? They can get some guy in the minors that throws 100 miles an hour and throw him out there. It's not that hard. And it's going to be a committee anyway. So I'm not worried about the bullpen at all for the Dodgers. And them signing Freddie is a huge sign. I mean, they just got better, and Trey Turner is great. I mean, Mookie, the whole team is good. I mean, so I have them one. I disagree. I think the Giants, they won 109 games last year, and the Dodgers won 108. So I think the Giants, they did lose a couple guys, and they lost some pitching. They lost a hitter, but overall, I think they'll be back. I feel they can win close to 100 games this year. I don't think they'll regress. The team I do think we regress, we San Diego. Tatis is out until at least mid-June. That's going to hurt them big time, guys. I mean, Tatis is their MVP. He's a team leader. As we know, he's a total stud. That's going to hurt them a lot. I don't know when he's coming back. I mean, they say mid-June, but the injury he has is not like a stub foot. It's not like a sprained ankle. I mean, he's really hurt. So I'm taking the Padres 3. I'm going to take the Diamondbacks 4 just because I like the Diamondbacks. They had a tough time last year with injuries. I feel they can bounce back a little bit this year. I don't think they'll be as bad as last year. And I'm taking the Rockies last just because I just don't feel they can compete at all in this division. But I could be wrong. But that's my order, and that's how I feel.
All right, we're going to find out how we did. And upcoming next, keep an eye out for it. We're going to make our playoff predictions on opening day. So tune in. Now, if you haven't already, click subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, hit like if you like what you're hearing, and put your comments below, and we'll get back to you personally. Thank you for watching.